Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. I am going to do a quick demo on our trucker motor carrier so you can see how the trucker motor works in here. So give me a second to share my screen and I will get going with just my Accord form. I have it completed, so I'm going to print it to Appulate Uplink, confirm my credentials, leave my line of business as trucker motor because the system is reading the Accord number, so it's going to choose it for me. Click continue. Then I'm taken into the smart Q&A section. So you see I have my vehicles, my drivers. If you ever need to edit any of this information, highly recommend using this edit in spreadsheet. So you can add additional information for either the vehicle or the driver. You can edit it right here, and once you click save, it would automatically save back into the system. Um, let's see, I'll just do this so you can see it. You click save. You can see their middle names. Anything you edit on that spreadsheet, once you click save, it'll automatically come back into Appulate for you. So you don't have to do it by just clicking on this drop down and doing it this way. So I'm going to add my market, and I'm just going to show you guys the Appulate style submission. I'm going to go to Brookside for this one. And now that my market has been added, it's going to come up with some submarkets for me. And you can see once it's loaded, you can see the different submarkets that Brookside can go to specifically for this line of business. You see lightning bolt next to each of their names. This represents a live API for that market. It just means that you have an opportunity to receive an instant bindable quote from that market, depending on the answers that you provide the market, of course. If it's a pretty clean account, no claims, no lapse in coverage, if they like your answers, there's a good chance that you could get an instant bindable quote back from them. If you don't get an instant quote back right away, once they review it, underwrite it, you'll receive an email letting you know if the quote is in Appulate for you to review. So I'm going to start with Lloyd's of London for our first market. We're just going to go to the right-hand side. You see these orange request a quote buttons. This just means that each of these markets have specific questions for that carrier to answer. So if you click on request quote, it'll open up and it'll show you how many questions specifically for Lloyd's of London that you have to answer. So if you go through here, and just a full disclosure, I have never done trucker motor. I'm just showing you how this works. So if I don't know the answer, I'm answering something you might cringe. Sorry about that. I'm just going to go through here and answer questions pretty quick. Try and get it. Get it in LA. You got that. We're going to do bakery, see if that'll work. And you just go through here, you answer all of these questions. Nothing on vehicle 2. Let's move to the drivers. License type, we'll do class A. We're not going to exclude them. No, no. You see how this works. You just go through and answer anything with a red asterisk. Give it a second to catch up with me. Move to our second driver, do the same thing, class A. No, no, 0. Again, give it a second to catch up. Maybe just 2 years in business. Now we need to add those years right here. We just need to fill out prior carrier information. So we'll just stick with travelers. Claim free, yes. Yes, claims free again. Commodities, we'll add this. We'll do, go down here, baked goods, 100%. And for the sake of today, this is my MVR. Once you answer everything, you don't see any red numbers up here in these tabs. You'll come down here, click on request quote, and it gets sent off to the underwriter to review coverage. So based off of the answers, we'll see if they provide me with an instant quote back. So give it a second to load. Okay, they did like my answers. So if you wanted to just stick with this one, didn't want to go to these other submarkets, you don't have to. We got a quote back, pretty good premium. I'm not sure trucker motor if that's a great premium, but that's pretty low for the year. If you want to share this quote with your insured, you just go to the right hand side, share with insured. You send it to your insured, and I'll show you what your insured will see in just a second. Um, this is what your insured will see once you click send. So they'll see the premium, they'll get access to the entire quote, and then they'll see the limits. And if they need to, they can go and see the questions that you answered as well. So very wide range of what they can see. They can't really do anything with it, but they can see what you have done in the quote. So if they come back, say, yeah, let's bind this. Again, you're going to do everything in the system, including bind this as well. So go to the three little dots for Lloyd's, request to bind. There is a little orange dot right here. I don't know if you can see it, but those are going to be rebinding requirements. So if you click request to bind, it'll tell you exactly what you need. So there are quite a few questions that you have to answer, but you would just go through here and answer everything that you need to bind coverage. You'll click proceed, and then it gets sent off to the underwriter to bind coverage. And that's really it for the trucker motor carrier for the Appulate style submission. If you wanted to go to these ones as well, you would just go to the right-hand side, do the same thing, click on get instant quote, go through. There's only 3 questions here, so maybe you want to do this one as well. You just go through, answer all of the questions that are relevant, click on get instant quote, and again, it gets sent off to the underwriter to review coverage. And all of these would also, you would bind coverage in our system as well.